So nowadays, while buying a laptop, there's a lots of confusion in your mind. So whether it be the brand of the laptop or which type of processor should you use, how much RAM should you have in your laptop. So there are multiple options and multiple types of specs available for you in your market. And sometimes you may pay high price for your laptop and you may not get satisfied with your specs or the performance of your laptop. So here are the top 10 tips that you must consider before buying a laptop. Hi everyone, I am Anantha M from Devalgo channel. Let's start. So tip number one. So in the market you will get a variety of option to choose from Intel 7th generation processor to 10th generation, which is the latest one. And similarly you will get a list of AMD related processors also. But after a while you will get a confusion which one to choose. Should I go for Intel processor or AMD processor? So that actually doesn't matter much because both of them give a similar performance or similar benchmark. But in terms of price perspective, Intel chips are more costlier. But according to the cost, they also give better, sometimes better performance also. So if you are going for a budget oriented, sometimes you may feel Ryzen processor are better. So go for it. That's your choice. Then, according the task you are doing, you should go for the processor variant. So, if you are using the laptop just for the browsing purpose and you want to do some documentation, office activities, so for that thing, Intel i3 and Ryzen 3 will be more than enough for you. So, this is mostly recommended for beginners and students, those audiences. But if you are you're IT professional or you're a student who does lots of coding, and even if you are a gamer, you should at least go for Intel i5 or Ryzen 5. Then comes if you are a heavy multitasker or you do a lot of video editing, you should go for Intel i7 or Ryzen 7 series. That most people miss, they don't check the type of the processor they are taking. So in from outside you will see, yeah, I have i3, i5, i7 like that. But inside that processor brand name or something, there are also different variants. Like there is some low performance variant and there is high performance variant. So if you are taking a processor with ending with U or Y, then that's meant for better battery life. So, but if you are taking a processor with ending with H or G, that's meant for better performance rather than battery life. So you should, while taking the laptop, you should carefully check on the description. Next tip is about selecting the perfect RAM for your laptop. So if you are doing some light works like browsing or office documentation kind of thing, go for 4 GB, that will be enough for you. But if you are doing heavy task or heavy multitasking like development or video editing, go for me at least for 8 GB. Number three, choosing the right storage technology for your laptop. So nowadays you have two options of selecting a storage technology. You can either choose go for SSD or go for hard disk drive. So why should we choose SSD? Because traditionally we have all have used hard disk. So when you compare both of them, the SSD has very good response time. Like you will get at least, you will feel your computer is or laptop is starting 30% faster than normal. So when like traditional laptops took at least 1 minute of time, now your laptop will merely take 5 or 10 seconds to start up. So that much fastness you feel, and you the copying speed is also faster. But and it's also a power conservative. It consumes very less power than hard disk drive. and there are more features about SSD. So as of there are very good features, the you will the cost of the SSD is also higher. So I will recommend at least go for 256 GB of SSD. And if you are not in the you want more storage, you can always go for hard disk drive, but you will feel a lag in your system. But if you are using SSD, you may not feel any lag, not much. And then it also depends upon processor, but most of the SSD system that and we won't feel much of lag. So that's one thing. Then what I recommend is at least you go for 512 GB of SSD or more. So next step is about selecting the right display. So this is also a very crucial thing to select. Like most of the people will take the laptop whichever they think, they don't care about the display quality. But if you're a student or you're a developer, you should focus on the display technology also, because you have to spend more time in this more screen time to a laptop. So always go for at least 1080p full HD display, or that should be an IPS display. And if you the display has anti-glare protection and those stuffs, that's good for your eyes also. And IPS display has very good viewing angles also. So you can tilt your display, and it's then also you will be able to read the content very easily. Tip number five: check the battery backup of your laptop. So if you are just a developer or you are a gamer, your battery backup should be at least 3 to 4 hours. And if you are just a student or you use a laptop for office purpose, so the battery backup life of 7 to 12 hours is optimal for you, so that you don't have to charge again and again your laptop. So those things you should check. And also nowadays some laptop have quick charge facilities also. So what type of battery you want to use, that all goes for your choice. Okay, upcoming next is the tip number 6, that's the graphics or graphic card basically. So is it optional or mandatory? So if you are a developer or you do a lot of video editing, so at least you should have 2 GB of graphics in your laptop. So, but if you are a student and you only use your laptop for official purposes, and you don't go for gaming and other activities, then 2 GB is optional for you. That's not necessary for you, and actually it will cut down the cost of the laptop. So there are a variety of graphic card available in the market. So most commonly popular are NVIDIA GeForce GTX, AMD, and nowadays Intel is also bringing their own graphics into their processor. Like Intel Iris Plus is there. So basic, very small, lightweight gaming like GTA Vice City, those kind of thing. Or you will be using light type of a photo editing like crop filter, those stuff. Integrated graphics will more than enough for you. You don't need to add much of the graphic card, extra graphic card into a laptop, and that will reduce the cost of the laptop very much. But if you are sure you will be using the laptop at least for some graphics related work like video editing, photo, heavy photo editing, and you will be using the laptop for gaming purposes. And if you are even using the emulators like Android emulators or iOS emulator, so all for all those things, graphic card is very good for you. It will improve the performance of the laptop and other stuffs. You will not feel any lags in your system. So that's the use of graphic. And also another myth about like the graphic card is only for gaming purpose only, but nowadays it's not like that. Like for Python, especially for languages like Python, which uses image processing, artificial intelligence, those things of those types of tasks are done on graphic card. So if your system has a very good graphics performance, then you will be easily able to do those kind of stuffs. So tip number 7, selecting the right size of the laptop. So this is also an important factor. Like if you are a student who travels a lot, or if you are a businessman who travels a lot, so portability is an issue for you. So for that, the more lesser the size of the laptop, the laptop will be more portable for you. So you can use at least you can use below 15.6 inch, like 13 to 15-inch range, like that. But for developers or video editors, they want to see more of items in the screen. So a wide screen is required for all of them. So you should go it's recommended you should go at least for 15.6 inch of the screen, so you can see all the content very easily. So and it will improve the productivity of your task. So tip number 8, the build quality. So why I am focusing on build quality is like it's a trick to reduce the cost of your laptop. So just think about it. If you are a home user, like you want to travel much, you want to keep your anyway you want to buy a laptop, but you will keep the laptop at a one particular place, want to move much, then you can always go for a high grade plastic build quality. And because and you can even go for heavier laptop like 2.5 kilograms, because those laptops have very good configuration and you won't feel any lag while doing any task. But for student and travelers, this is not optimal, because you should always go for a metallic build quality, and the weight of the laptop should be lesser than 2, or better if it could be lesser than 1.5 kilogram. So so that you can move around, you can talk to the friends, you can discuss with your colleagues, teachers or friends anytime. And if you, even if you accidentally drop the laptop, you won't it won't get much damage. So for all those things, you should take care about the build quality. Tip number 9, check your budget. So if your budget is below 50K or 50,000, this basically for Indian customers. So you can check your local shops also, because most of the time rates are similar only when you compare with the online stores. And it may be comfortable for you also, like if you are if any issue happens with your laptop after buying, you may directly contact the shop and they may fix it as soon as possible. But if your budget is above 50 or basically above 60K, you may find one thing that your options are limited, and maybe you will get the laptop choices which are already outdated and older versions. So in that case, what should we do? Then you should go for online stores, because you will get your laptop at a very affordable price, and most of the time they equip with latest technology and latest version. Coming video, I will tell you how to buy the laptop safely from the online markets. Tip number 10, the service of the company. So this is another important factor that most of the people ignore. So actually, if you buy a laptop with a very high spec, and if your laptop gets damaged after 2 or 3 events of buying, and the branded that particular branded company won't give much of the very good service to you, then it's useless for that laptop means useless for you. That's also a huge loss of money for you. So before buying a laptop, you should always check that customer service of that particular brand, like how is their warranty service, how is their service during warranty period, how is their service after the warranty period. So like those things you should always make sure it's valid, and also do check their website is it's working or not, because there are hundreds of laptop companies that may come day by day. So don't get cheated by those. So that's all for the tips. So we hope you may find this video helpful for you, and now you can buy confidently a laptop of your own choice. So do let us know which tip you like the most, and for more videos like this, do like, share and subscribe to the Devalgo channel. Until then, bye bye.